All right, folks, what a week, what a month it's been in crypto, Bitcoin, and the stock market. Look at the charts. Look at this, right? Crazy weeks, crazy month. This is a monthly close coming up in the SP 500, and the Bitcoin chart looks equally crazy. Look at this. We're going to go through the monthly charts today of SP 500, NASDAQ, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and see where all of this is going. Now, first thing this should tell you is this was a major scare and a major bounce, right? One of the biggest drops in all of stock market history, and in one of the biggest recoveries in all of stock market history. What's that telling us? It's basically just telling us that the stock market got really spooked, really freaked out, really scared, and then everything just suddenly started to recover. I know that people are going to say, oh, well, we don't know what's going to happen with the tariffs yet. Nobody knows. Nobody knows what's going to happen with the tariffs yet. But somebody knows, and somebody has been buying. Look at that. That was the selling volume that scared everyone, and that was the buying volume back. This is a major, major bottoming tail, right? And if we look at Bitcoin, similarly, also very strong patterns showing up, and Ethereum showing also a major, major bottoming tail as well, if we're to have a look at those. So this is basically the situation we're heading into. Are we going to get a altcoin season? Look at this. Major bottoming tail as well, right? Oh, in the Ethereum. And if we look at Bitcoin as well, okay, this is the situation we're looking at right now. I'll change it to a different chart so we can have a better view of what exactly Bitcoin is doing. Will it reject off this crucial 92K area and come back down, or will it bounce back up? Okay, so before we get on to all of that, let's answer the question of which crypto exchange does Pablo He-Man use? Well, Pablo uses an exchange that is non-KYC. That means you don't need to show any of your IDs. That means they can't even see if you're American or not. That means, of course, Americans can use it. That means the IRS can't see you. The tax office can't see you. CIA, FBI, nobody knows it's you. That's why I like them so much. So for my followers, over $8,000 worth of newbie benefits just by joining and trading. That's the Pablo He-Man link right there, right? Professionals, 1.3 million global users, already the largest non-KYC exchange in the world, and the fastest exchange in the world as well. So if you're watching this on YouTube right now, then the link is in the description below. The link is in the description below. Or if you're watching this on other platforms such as this one, then basically just click on my profile page and there's that stand link. We click on the stand link and it's the first deal that pops up because this is such a great deal, right? Okay, so let's get back to the markets and keep in mind, guys, only on the Pablo He-Man link. So Bitcoin, let me show you guys on a different chart that is a little bit cleaner so then we can see this better, right? Now, do we still have any doubts that Bitcoin is heavily, heavily influenced by the stock market? Look at this. I mean, we put it on a regular chart. So you may or may not realize, but Bitcoin has pulled back 30% as well. You might think, oh, Bitcoin was so strong this time. Bitcoin was so strong. Yeah. I mean, the SP 500 hasn't even gone down 50%, 30% yet. It was more like 18, 19%, something like that. And Bitcoin has gone down 30%. So what's the key to Bitcoin right now? What's holding up Bitcoin? For folks who watch my episodes, who are in my Discord, you might have noticed I drew this line back a few weeks ago. I said, well, more like 2 weeks ago, I said, we connect the top at 64K, top at 69K. These are the double tops of 2021. Then this top at 73K, this is the top of 2024, and that forms the exact bottom for at 75K for this bounce we have. And my call was for 73K, right? Because of the head and shoulders situation, if we go on a daily chart here happening. So eventually it came in between at 74K and we're bouncing. Now, the key here is to remember that the key to all of this is the neckline at this 91.7, but more realistically, more like 90, 2K area. And Bitcoin's flirting here, right? It closed a number of days above, but however, as we know, with Bitcoin, it can still wick down, right? If it was to wick down, I would say something like 88.5, 89K around here, because we've got these tops here, bounce off these tops, right? And also this bottom here, right? I think we get a wick down, and that's probably the intraday last day or two of buying the dip opportunity, and then boom, up we go. So we probably can all see now, for the guys who've been following my video, I've called this relatively accurately. As soon as we broke, I said, look, 108, 109 would be major resistance. Why is that? Well, because look at this chart. Look at this chart. Now, let me just show you guys again for folks who are new to all this. Because this goes all the way back to 2018, 2017 top, 2017 top, 2021 top, double top, and then the top we have right now. And it's even picked up in this channel, these two bottoms for this bull run, December 2022. So now, coming up here, basically, I think we're going to hit this level, which is around 113, 114, 115. Let's call it 115K area. And we're probably going to break through and go for a real topping, blow off top run. When that happens, that's when the altcoins finally make a real altcoin run. Not like the two wishy-washy, you can even probably call it fake altcoin runs we've had so far, because they run for 2 months, everyone gets excited, and then they dump, right? And everyone gets caught. I don't know many people who basically got out of those ones. I was warning, saying in January that we should play at least 50% defense. I said the bullish momentum on Bitcoin and ETH has stopped. I said a lot of the long-term whales are selling both Bitcoin and ETH, but I should have said 90%, play defense 90%. I should have been more careful myself as well. So Bitcoin, I think, will have, once again, another short-term flush down here, and then that's the last chance to buy the tip to get out, to not get out, to get in, and then boom, something like this. Does it go to, I think the target is at least above 120K. Nothing's 100% in trading, but I would say it's relatively high probability event. And that's because this is one of those big, massive signals, as I keep on saying, that you just don't see very often in the stock market. So, like, look at this on the monthly. We closed back above the monthly. We closed back above this breakdown trend line. We're about to even possibly close above this channel, and this is just one of the great indicators of some sort of bottom. Someone has been buying this, and someone's been speculating that Trump is not going to go crazy and hike those tariffs, like 125% on China and make all those shelves empty in Walmart, right? That would be crazy. Then all the shelves in Walmart goes empty. So this is the Nasdaq. Nasdaq is even closing with a green candle, right? This is the QQQ. QQQ, once again, also, they're all breaking above this trend line. Remember how I kept on talking about Bitcoin and the stocks need to close above this trend line, right? They all did. Not only that, they're closing with one of the biggest wick down or amazing bottom tails of all time on a monthly chart. I mean, that would give us a blow off top. If stocks did a blow off top like that, then you would think that that crypto would do a blow off top as well. I'm just trying to show you guys. The last time it did a bottoming tail was something like this, and that wasn't even as obvious, right? This is one of those classic bottoming tails. You would have to say the probability of a bounce up to at least a double top here is quite high, and then even good odds, 50%, probably even more, we go for a blow off top. If that happens, what happened to altcoins? What happened to Ethereum? So Ethereum, also looking good. just looking at the chart here, look at this. What do we see? What do we see? Right, major bottoming tail as well. This is a major tail, and let me just put it into log. Looks even better on log. And we just need, by Wednesday, the close of this month, we just need to hold at least 1750. If we can hold 1750, this would be a very good looking chart. And if we can get into the green, something like 1820, 1830, then that's an awesome looking bottoming tail. Then we're going to have a big bounce on Ethereum. Just be careful, guys, with Ethereum. Like, I mean, I bought a lot into the Ethereum ecosystem. I bought, ENS, Arrow, Sushi Swap, a lot of those Ethereum and Ethereum ecosystem coins on the way down. But however, ETH has been disappointing. It now looks like we are going to get a really good bounce out of ETH, but it's not going to be the fastest horse. The fastest horse is probably something like, well, if we're talking big altcoins, just going to throw a few names out there, right? Can't be 100% on this because this is a crazy market, but Solana has proven itself with 50% bounce. Sui, S-U-I, has proven itself with a big bounce as well. 100% bounce so far. And Hype, HYP, Hype has proven itself with a 10% bounce as well. These are all like 20 billion, plus coins. So those are the big ones to watch out for. Fartcoin as well. ETH, I think, will make a big bounce, but it's obviously not going to be the fastest horse in the whole crypto space. Not even in the big ones. XRP's got its ETF coming up. I just think that XRP probably turns into a sell on news event. Buy on rumor, sell on news. I'm not sure. See, the problem with XRP is when it comes to Wall Street buys a lot of Bitcoin. We can see the trading volume for Bitcoin, right, even normalized against its own spot volume, is a lot. Wall Street hasn't bought a lot of Ethereum ETFs. And I think that's going to be the case for XRP. You can't really explain XRP to Wall Street crowd. I think the interest in Bitcoin from Wall Street is obvious. Interest in Ethereum is not so much. That's why Ethereum has gone down so much. And also the for XRP, I could be wrong, but let's see what happens. Okay, so probably my next episode, we're going to talk about the Sui ecosystem. A number of coins within the Sui ecosystem could do well. Let's see what happens, right? Getting early this time, guys, not financial advice. None of this is financial advice. I'll catch you guys next episode.